So at the time I am recording this, the Toronto Raptors currently sit at 1-5 and are tied for the worst record in the Eastern Conference. That is not typically what you would see of a team that just won a championship 2 years prior. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on to the LA Clippers. They were just without him for an entire year. But that does not mean this team should be 1-5 right now. There is definitely a problem going on right now. I don't know really exactly what it is. I think a lot of people are saying it's Pascal Siakam. Again, I'm not going to just blame anybody specifically, but there's a lot that needs to be done with this team, obviously, and I think it's just about time that we do blow it up. Before it gets too late, before, at the end of the day, you're going to be stuck with Kyle Lowry, who's probably, what's the rest of his contract looking like? Free agent after this year. Siakam's obviously locked up. He's also pretty nice, building block of this team. They just paid Fred VanVleet a whole lot of money, and I know him and Lowry are kind of working together in the backcourt. 6 foot and 6'1" is an interesting backcourt, especially in today's NBA, but I don't know, maybe it's working. 1-5 kind of says otherwise, but it's fine. OG Anunoby, I do like a lot. He got a contract extension, which is also rather kind of large. But again, before we go any further, if you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any other video ideas, make sure to leave them down below in the comment section. I actually didn't even realize that the Raptors were doing so badly. I had to kind of look at comments. I'm also actually uploading this 2 days after I recorded. I'm recording this on the 5th right now. You guys are probably going to see this on the 7th. Hopefully, because tomorrow on the 6th, you should be seeing a 76ers rebuild. So, yeah, if anything happens, if, any news breaks or anything, this was recorded on the 5th. Just so that's out there. Yeah, something needs to happen with this team. I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off with the moves I make. That's what I tend to do. But I know how 2K works. This is not the real world, and I think a lot of people need to, kind of listen to that a little bit. So, I am not going to guarantee that Kyle Lowry is going to be here at all. I might trade him right now. He's 34 years old, and he's a free agent after this year. Theoretically, start today doesn't still work, so I'm, backed all the way up. We're not 1-5 right now. That's not me saying that you can't come back from 1-5. The Raptors are 95% of the chance, in my mind, going to be a playoff team. But if I were to sim with this team right now, they'd probably be in the playoffs. That's just a fact, but I'm also doing this from an unrealistic standpoint where I know Kyle Lowry is going to regress a lot, and I want to see what I can get for him. Hopefully, Siakam plays better than he is in real life. That's all I'm going to say right there. I never liked the idea of giving Fred VanVleet this much money. I don't know if I'm probably going to keep him the entire video. I'll probably give him at least 1 year, and we'll move on from there. But we do have a lot to do right now, and I'll see you guys with some trades. Trade number 1 right now is coming with the Minnesota Timberwolves. This one just makes a lot of sense to me. We're picking up D'Angelo Russell. The guy's 10 years younger. He's also making less money than Kyle Lowry. I mean, it's not a lot less, but he's going to come in here. He's under contract for the rest of this video, which is also huge for me. I'm actually surprised that this is even a trade that we're actually able to pull off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move into that shooting guard spot for now. He's going to start there for me, and then hopefully him and VanVleet can maybe work out for at a minimum a year. I don't know if I want to keep VanVleet this whole video. I really don't, but I guess we'll have to see. So our starting five figured out. It's Siakam, Russell, VanVleet, Anunoby, and probably Baines. I do like Chris Boucher a lot. He does have a team option after this year, which is kind of nice. Baines is... Oh, wait, he has a team option too? I did not know that. I'll be. But we do have 2 pretty solid centers on this team right now. We take a look at the rest of this right now. Obviously, we kind of do need a little bit of a backup point guard. Lowry and VanVleet, when they were here, kind of could have, figured that out if there was no other backup. But I do need to get a new backup. And look at the logjam we have here at shooting guard. Obviously, me picking up D'Angelo Russell kind of hurt that one a little bit. But if I have to choose between Norman Powell and Terrence Davis, it's probably going to be Terrence Davis. Age-wise, money-wise, it kind of makes a little more sense for me. Matt Thomas, I think a lot of Raptors fans actually kind of like. I don't know a ton about him. He's from Iowa State. I didn't know he was undrafted. He's probably just going to be on the bench for me. I think Norman Powell's probably going to be the next guy to go. Small forward spot, Anunoby will definitely be starting. I could theoretically keep Patrick McCaw, yes. I don't know. I'm probably not going to have a backup power forward, and then center is obviously all set. Oh, this team is Alex Len as well. Did not know that. All right. We probably do have one more move to make. I think I'm going to probably package Norman Powell and Patrick McCaw in it. And just see, what sort of deal we can kind of get. I don't really like the idea of paying Norman Powell $10 million in a video game. Anyways, I can't speak for real life again. So let's look at some backup small forwards right now. Again, it doesn't have to be anybody amazing. I'm actually surprised we're able to get Clint Capella here, but it's not really what I'm looking for right now. So let's go. Ooh, Terrence Ross. He's 6'6". Theoretically, could move into that backup small forward spot. Then again, I could also just do... Oh, wait, Norman Powell's only 6'3". All right. I thought he was taller than that. I don't know why. We're going to pick up Terrence Ross. We also do get Dwayne Bacon here. I will bump him up to small forward. I don't really know if that overall will change. We're actually bringing Terrence Ross back to Toronto. I believe he was here for a couple of years at a minimum. Yeah. Oh, well, he was here for more than a couple of years. He started his career here. He was an 8th overall pick. I did not know that. He's been good. He just probably didn't, really turn out for what an 8th overall pick was expected to be. But let's go ahead. He's going to come in here and be our new 6-man, backing up Anunoby. Chris Boucher is going to get around 17 a night. Davis there with 15, and then Alex Len. Who am I missing here? Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have a backup point guard. Oh, okay. That's where I screwed it up. All right. I'm just going to give Len these minutes for now. I think I'm going to package Alex Len and Matt Thomas together. I was like, I knew I was missing something. I knew I had one more trade. So let me package Alex Len and Matt Thomas together just for a backup point guard. Again, doesn't have to be anybody special. They're probably going to be playing 10 minutes a night, so it's not that important here. And, of course, whenever I look for a certain position, I never get offered it. Chris Dunn, I like that defensive presence there. Austin Rivers, TJ McConnell. I'm just going to go ahead. You know what? I'm going to take Chris Dunn. Providence guy, 5th overall pick. I wanted him on the Celtics, but they took Jaylen Brown instead, which to this day I thank the Lord. But yeah, Chris Dunn's going to come in. He's going to be my new backup point guard here, and I think that's actually going to work out perfectly well for us. So let me just reacclimate these minutes. 25 here, about 17 here, 15 here to Davis. Then we're going to do 10 here to Chris Dunn. And let me just go ahead and fix this. Siakam around 35, Baines around 32 probably, Anunoby 31, D'Lo probably 36. It's actually 36 here. 35, 32, and then we're going to give the bench 2 more. I'll give 1 more to Boucher, and I'll give 1 more to Terrence Davis. All right, so that's how it's going to be here for year number 1. I'm giving the nod to Fred VanVleet for now. I think he's really good in real life. I don't know if he's going to be worth this money because I don't really know if he's going to be a starting point guard, on one of my championship teams. Let's just put that out there and make that clear. So, year number 1, Fred VanVleet, D'Angelo Russell, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Aaron Baines. Bench, Terrence Ross, Chris Boucher, Terrence Davis, and Chris Dunn. I really think it is a really solid bench. I think it's definitely going to help us a lot. Hopefully we do not start out 1-5 like they are right now. And I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So as of now, it looks like the moves that we made did pay off. As you can see, we're number 1 in the conference and we're number 1 in the power ranking. So I'm definitely not going to complain about that. Come playoff time, though, it's kind of a little bit of a different story. Luka Doncic, MVP, seems to be winning it a lot. James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year, also seems to happen a lot in year number 1. Dinwiddie, Giannis, Michael Porter Jr., and Stan Van Gundy wins Coach of the Year, even though, I guess we tied the Pelicans, who just probably aren't going to win 54 games this year, if we're being honest. But you know what? 2K kind of likes them a little bit. So, player stats on the year. D'Angelo Russell led us in scoring. I think, again, he was a great pickup. It's not me, kind of shitting on Kyle Lowry in Toronto right now. I think Kyle Lowry's one of, if not the greatest Toronto Raptor of all time. So I didn't just make that move, without considering that. Especially, at the end of the day, we are in 2K, so I really don't care that much. But the fact of the matter is that D'Angelo Russell, come long term, is going to be a better option here. So I'm sure if I have any Raptors fans watching, I'm sorry for pissing you off, but facts don't care about your feelings. All right, Pascal Siakam was our second leading scorer. Fred VanVleet, Terrence Ross, Aaron Baines. So you guys know me. I'm kind of looking for another third guy that can be around 20 points per game, which is me not shitting on Fred VanVleet. 16 points, 3 boards, almost 7 assists is a great year from him. And it's not like he's making $35 million. He's only making 20 mil. But I do kind of need like that third star that is definitely going to win me a championship. So we will see how that's going to go. But as of now, we will see how this team does come playoff time. So we do have Orlando here in round number 1. We take a look at their squad right now, if I can, find it. Markelle Fultz, Evan Fournier, Isaac Gordon, Nikola Vucevic. I'm always wondering, what are they going to do with Mo Bamba? That's always been one to confuse me. It really has. I don't get drafting a guy that high. Like, what pick was he? Like, was he... I can't even check now, but I can just go look. It's actually not even worth my time. But he was what? He was a top 5, 6, 7, whatever pick he was, and he rides the bench for them. That's not what you do with a pick that high. But I get it. Vucevic is like one of their franchise pieces right now, but it's just kind of confusing to me. All right, Celtics here in round number 2. Walker, Smart, Brown, Tatum, and Tristan Thompson. The Celtics definitely have the best player in the series and probably the better team, but, 2K doesn't really like the Celtics, so we go on to win in 6. So us and the Bucks here in the Eastern Conference Finals. DiVincenzo, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. It's Dallas and Denver over there in the West, and we end up beating Milwaukee in 5, going on to the NBA Finals. And now we got Denver. Murray, Harris, Porter Jr., Millsap, and Nikola Jokic. I hope Aaron Baines doesn't get exposed, but it very well could happen right here. And we lose in 5. Nikola Jokic. Yeah, no, he exposed Aaron Baines. So, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not just going to go trade for a superstar center just because, Aaron Baines got torched by Nikola Jokic. I don't foresee that happening again. Doesn't mean I'm not going to improve my center spot, but I'm not going to, focus on that one thing just because, that happened. So, we will head up to league meetings. I like looking at these. You guys tend to like looking at them. They just did this, changed the time of the offense given the ball. Having a stroke. To advance the ball to the front court to 6 seconds, that's fine. I'll just leave it. Eliminate the goaltending rule. Like, these are going to be so fun when I do this rebuild. I want to do it so bad. Expansion, add one new team to the league. I'm not doing an expansion rebuild right now, but yeah, we'll put that one rule through. We can check on the draft lottery. I do not believe we're... Oh, I saw the red flash real quick. It was the Bulls and the Rockets, and I was like, whoa, do we somehow have a lottery pick here? But no, the Washington Wizards end up with the #1 overall pick. I wonder who they will take. I really don't see a reason to fire Nick Nurse. He has some pretty good ratings here. Adrian Griffin, you're a different story, though. Chris Finch, you're actually fine. I can live with that. Glenn Howard, there's actually no A trainer there, you can see, so there's no point of me just firing him just to get a new one for now. I'll probably do it next offseason. I'll bring in Trent Peterson as well, and then I'll sign a new CFO, because a CFO, seriously? You're tenant, you absolute bum. Okay, whatever. We're up to the NBA draft right now. I don't know if we have our first round pick. I'm actually not positive on this one. We do. We have our 28th overall pick. So, along with me, talking about Fred VanVleet, there's another spot that needs to probably be improved. I want to win a championship, and that could be OG Anunoby. Again, when I talk about these kind of things, I really hope people don't think I mean real life, because it's this in, real life are not the same thing at all. At all. So, yeah, we definitely have a couple moves to make. I think we got Bruno Fernando in that Chris Dunn trade, if I do remember correctly. We have Malachi Flynn here as well. He's from Syracuse, right? No, San Diego State. I'm probably thinking of somebody else. If you know who I'm thinking of, let me know in the comment section. All right, Fernando and Flynn, I might just move along with my first, maybe just for something else, like 2 future firsts from Atlanta. One's actually Oklahoma City. That's their unprotected pick next year, and they tend to suck for a lot of years. So that's actually a huge pickup right there. I wasn't going to be drafting anybody this year anyways. With a contending team, I don't really see a reason to. Might, look to do that next year. So I'm actually going to cheat the system a little bit. I'm going to bring back all these guys and hopefully get some picks for them. I think I can keep Boucher. I'd kind of prefer to keep him over Baines just age-wise. But we will obviously see. Terrence Davis, I will definitely give that qualifying offer to just under $2 million. And now we're here into free agency, and I would love to bring back Kawhi Leonard. I just don't think we have the money for it. DeMar, probably not either. Yeah, but we definitely do have a couple trades to make, so I'll see you guys with the first move. So this is kind of a no-brainer trade right here for me. We're going to be sending VanVleet and Aaron Baines along with a first-round and a second-round pick to Boston. We're going to be getting Jaylen Brown, who, if you have not watched the Celtics game this year, he's been the best player in the Celtics. I'm just going to go out and say it. The dude has been so good. He was snubbed from the All-Star game. And I think he's going to be an all-star this year, without a doubt. We're also picking up Peyton Pritchard, who's he might be the steal of the draft so far. He's been really solid for the Celtics. Been, sliding into that role while Kemba Walker's been gone, and he's been really, really good. So that does mean one thing. We are going to move D'Angelo Russell back down to that point guard spot, which, again, I don't mind at all. Jaylen Brown is going to come in here and hopefully be incredible for us. And if you're seriously going to have an argument with me about who's better, Jaylen Brown or Fred VanVleet, please just don't watch my videos anymore, because for the love of God, I just can't do it. So he's obviously a new huge star here. 24 years old, is on a pretty big deal, but he's very much worth the money. I think what we need to establish right now is getting a new starting center. Obviously, we don't have money for free agency, which is going to kind of suck. And when you have 3 guys that are just getting paid this much money, you're never going to. And it does suck because this year's free agency, as you can tell, it's never really that good. Because Giannis would have been here, but he signed the Supermax, obviously. So Kawhi is here, and then the next best player is Kyle Lowry. And then it's like DeRozan and just all those guys that just regress. So the year after that, though, is absolutely ridiculous. And by year 3, I tend to never have any money. So I might work on that for future rebuilds, but you guys know me. I like to win multiple championships if possible. And obviously, if I don't have good players, that means I have bad players, and those bad players are not making a lot of money. And just, you get what I'm saying. So we definitely do. I actually probably will give Peyton Pritchard minutes. Like, he's really good, in case you haven't watched him. Like, really good. So I think now what I'm going to try to do is probably try to pick up a few first-round picks for guys I just don't really see on this team in the future. Unfortunately, what I might have to do is move Terrence Ross for a starting center, because, he's great off the bench for me, but I need a starting center, and I don't really want it to be Chris Boucher, if I'm being honest. So how about if I were to actually, let me just go look for a center. I actually do have somebody in mind. I don't know if the money still works out. Where is he? Yes, it does. Okay, this could be huge for us. The value here is not quite what it should be, because I could also just trade these guys that I were going to trade for first-round picks in this deal. Again, I don't think they're going to treat them like first-round picks. I'm not giving that Thunder pick up. I'll give you my first-round pick, and then I'll give you one more first here, and then how about one more? This is a lot for Yusuf Nurkic. Like, this is a lot, but it does complete our team. You're not getting any more than this. If they want more than this, then they can go fuck themselves. Okay. Just not happening there. Whiteside's a free agent. I doubt I have the funds for him. Okay, I'm actually kind of close. Damn it. I could just wait till, Hassan Whiteside does sign with somebody. I might be able to do that. Or I can maybe, do I have the money for like Capella? I do have the money for Clint Capella. If the Hawks want to do this, I would definitely be interested in doing it. I'm not going to give you, that was simple enough. Clint Capella, welcome to the Toronto Raptors. Definitely an upgrade over Chris Boucher. So at this point in time, as I mentioned, Pritchard's going to be the backup to D'Lo here. Bembry's here. I need to, okay, that's what I need to do. I need to go ahead and make sure that I get back, Chris Dunn, okay. Chris Dunn, I'm going to let go, but who is it? It's whatever the hell his name is, Terrence Davis. So he technically is restricted. I just don't have bird rights on him, so I either have to wait until he gets an offer, or I can just go ahead and match the one, or he'll just accept the qualifying. So one of the two, whichever comes first, obviously I will do, because the game's going to let me match the offer, even though I don't have bird rights on him. So I think Bembry and Watson are probably going to be traded now. I don't really foresee Bacon in here as well, so I might go ahead. Yeah, Boucher's obviously fine. Siakam won't have a backup, so I'm going to probably try to trade two of these guys for maybe a backup small forward, and then the other one maybe just for a pick. So yeah, let me work on that, and I'll see you guys, once the team's complete. So the Chicago Bulls are going to go ahead and give me a little late Christmas present here. Going to give me Chandler Hutchinson for DeAndre Bembry and Paul Watson. Hutchinson's going to come in and be Anunoby's backup. And at this point in time, I believe I have one more person that I need to trade, and that is Dwayne Bacon. Unfortunately, just doesn't really have a spot here, and Cleveland wants to give me a first-round pick for him. So that's absolutely perfect. I am now going to go ahead and wait on Terrence Davis, and then this team is all set, and I'll see you guys at the rotation. Year number 2 here. This is the new and improved rotation. Technically, we just kind of changed two things around, but D'Lo slides back to that point guard spot. I do like him there at the point guard more than the shooting guard. Just, in 2K, every point guard goes up at shooting guard. So year number 2 here, D'Angelo Russell, Jaylen Brown, which just absolutely disgusts me as a Celtics fan seeing him in a Raptors uniform, as they are one of my most hated teams. But it's fine. OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Clint Capella. Also, I don't know why everybody's morale just goes down. Morale's off, team chemistry's off, so it's definitely not that. I don't know what it is. But if somebody knows in the comment section, feel free to let me know. Terrence Davis is going to be my sixth man here. He just accepted the qualifying offer. He's a 78 overall and a very valuable piece of this team, playing 24 minutes a night. Basically, or not basically, it's exactly 2 quarters a night if you think about it. It's kind of weird to think about, because it doesn't really look like it's that much compared to other guys, but this is 2 quarters of a basketball game here. It's a whole half. It's pretty important. Chris Boucher, Chandler Hutchinson, and Peyton Pritchard, the young GOAT. I'm very excited about this guy on my Celtics. But that is the squad as of now. I am very confident in this team. Let's hopefully go win a championship. So we wrap up year number 2, and once again, Luka Doncic is your MVP. Seems to happen quite a bit, which, it's not very unrealistic if we're being honest here. But yes, once again, 1 in the conference, 1 in the power rankings. It's very much what you like to see. Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year for Oklahoma City. Hopefully, whoa. I didn't even know you could do that. Hopefully their pick ends up being really good for us this year, which I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, if it is, but we will see. Brandon Clark, 6th man of the year in Memphis. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. LaMelo Ball, Most Improved. And Nick Nurse wins Coach of the Year for us, as we do win 66 games. Very, very nice. And you'll love to see it. Let's check out some stats right now on the year. Player stats real quick. Led in scoring by D'Angelo Russell, Jaylen Brown, Siakam. That's that 320-plus point margin I was kind of looking for. Terrence Davis, OG Anunoby, Clint Capella. I don't need him to score. I need him to rebound and play defense, and looks like he was able to do that. Boucher, Hutchinson, Pritchard. I really do like how this team's kind of shaping out right now. Capella led us in boards and assisted. Go D'Angelo Russell. So we got Chicago here in the first round. Kobe White, who's been unbelievable so far. Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, who was their 4th overall pick. Yes, he was. I know a lot of Bulls fans were originally a little skeptical about that, but I think he's actually looking pretty good for him. Don't quote me on that, though. Larry Marketing and Wendell Carter Jr. So a nice young squad here for the Bulls. It's kind of like an 8-seed fitting team. But I'm hoping we don't have any problems with them, and then we do not. We win in 5. So, moving on to the Celtics right now, we obviously did take one of their better players, probably their second best player. But yeah, we gave you Fred VanVleet, who's regressing for some reason at 28 years old. That's just obviously this has been happening for years. It's him, DeRozan, Lowry. I don't know what it is about Raptors and old Raptors, but it just happens, I guess. I don't know. Why is he regressing? He's 28, not 38. I don't know. We do go on to win in 5, and now we got the Charlotte Hornets here. LaMelo Ball, Jalen Green, Miles Bridges, Peter Washington, Andre Drummond's a new addition in there. Super solid squad there in Charlotte, but yeah, we take care of business. And now we are moving on to the NBA Finals to face the team that beat us last year here in the Denver Nuggets. Murray, Harris, Porter Jr., Jabari Parker's a new addition. I wish injuries weren't a thing. His career would have been so different. I really do feel bad. Look at this year in Milwaukee. It makes you think sometimes. Him and Giannis together, man, could have been something special. But yeah, can't dwell on what ifs. Moving on to the NBA, when we sweep them. We sweep them. And 26-year-old D'Angelo Russell averages 36 points a game, 4 boards, and 10 assists. You still mad I traded Kyle Lowry for him? I hope not. All right. We're heading up to league meetings, and we are looking to go back-to-back. We actually have one more approved. Maximum length of regular contract is 3 years. Isn't it 4 right now? No. Wait. Isn't it 4? No. Why would you not? No. 4-year I feel like players would prefer 4-year contracts. What if, like, what if you do what Gordon Hayward did, and you sign a 4-year max deal, and you snap your leg in half? Like, the first play on your new team. What then? I mean, theoretically, you're still getting paid for those 3 years, but why would you not want to have an extra year of security? I don't get that. If you don't want to be with the team, don't sign for 4 years. It's simple math. I don't know why we're approving that. But draft lottery, we might be in this right now. We are projected the #1 overall pick. Give it to me. Oh, my fucking God, of course. We fall to 4, because why wouldn't we? You know what? I get it, though. It's okay. Assistant GM, I'll sign Masters. I think everybody else here is fine. Oh, no, I do need a new trainer anyway. So we get both those guys. That is fine. So we're up to the draft. We do have the 4th overall pick. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure you can probably all kind of see what's coming, though. There's kind of one, not weak spot in our starting lineup, but kind of one, weaker link. And I'm kind of looking to fill that right now. So let me go ahead and make that trade. So hear me out. You might not like this deal. Theoretically, there's only 2 of them because OG Anunoby is not making a ton of money and we have no cap space, so we're not trading for anybody else. This was the first deal here with Sabonis and Kuminga. I know I can move Siakam down to the 3. I don't really want to do that. So what we're going to do here is Zaire Williams and Dejounte Murray are going to be coming here. No, I don't think this is the best trade in the world. I honestly think I'm giving up a little bit too much value. But you can probably kind of see what I'm doing here. Brown's going to small forward. He was actually drafted as a small forward, and D'Lo's going to shooting guard. So that kind of fixes that. Dejounte Murray's going to come in here and be our new starting point guard, and I think this dude's an absolute young stud. I'm really excited to see what he can do for us here. So we no longer do have the 4th overall pick. It definitely was a lot to give up. I'm not just going to kind of blow by that, but we also got Zaire Williams as well, so that can't be slept on. Peyton Pritchard is going to be coming back to this team right now. Hutchinson's kind of replaced, but I'll give him the qualifying offer. I also want to give it to Terrence Davis because I would like to retain his services. Yeah, this is the free agency class that I never get to touch because I never have any money, and oh my God. It's so good. Like, I just wish I had some money. But, yeah, this is a crazy free agency class. I'm going to guess it's probably not going to be this good in real life when it comes around, but you never know. What I'm going to do right now, Terrence Davis, I'm going to give an offer to. He's probably going to get his qualifying, and then I wouldn't mind bringing back Boucher as well. Hutchinson, if he, accepts the qualifying, I'll let him stay. But other than that, I don't really have a reason to, if we're being honest there. So Davis is going to come back. Boucher is going to come back on their respective contracts. If we look at this team right now, Dejounte Murray obviously slides in nicely. Zaire Williams is going to be a huge addition for us. 7th overall pick last year. Not the best rookie year, but where was he again? San Antonio. So we will see. But yeah, this team is all set. I'm really liking the way it looks right now, and I'll show you guys the rotation at the start of the 3rd and final year. So we're here at the start of year number 3, the 3rd and final season with the final rotation here. Dejounte Murray is a new addition in here, and I think he's going to fit very nicely. So it's going to be Murray, Russell, Brown, Siakam, and Capella. Bench looks like this. Terrence Davis, Chris Boucher, Zaire Williams, and Peyton Pritchard. Chandler Hutchinson accepted his qualifying offer. I don't really have a spot for him. He'll be here if we need him just as a reserve. I could trade him for a pick, but I'm never going to do anything. I tried to trade for better players, but there were just no offers, and I'm not really going to get too worked up about it. It's not that big of a deal. So that is the team. I'm super excited to see how we do. Hopefully go back-to-back, and I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the MVP to end year number 3 right here. Yeah, he had a pretty good year. Something I actually caught before we finished simming the season. We went 74-8. Which is the best record in NBA history officially. So, yeah, it's definitely my best record so far in 2K21 Next Gen. I'm very excited about that. Carl Soto is your Rookie of the Year. Definitely not a real person. Devontae Graham, 6-man. Isaac. Udoka Azubuike. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Nick Nurse. Yeah, as you mentioned, 74-8. Pretty good year. Not a big deal. All right, let's check out some stats on the year right now. D'Lo, Brown, Siakam, Murray, Davis. I mean, I really like the way this team kind of came together. I really am happy with it. It's probably my favorite team yet. Let me know if you've watched all my rebuilds so far. Let me know, is this your favorite team of mine yet? Kobe White, Levine, Williams, Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr., they're same starting 5 as last year. I think we just got a little bit too much power for them, though. As we do end up sweeping them, and this is surprisingly the first time we've had to play Brooklyn. I thought we would have seen them in a semifinal or conference final at one point, but no. Kyrie, LeVert, KD, Marcus Morris, and Jared Allen is the starting 5 there. Hopefully we can get by them. We sweep them as well. And now us in Atlanta, who is a 6 seed, Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish, John Collins, and Onyeka Okongwu. Obviously we went ahead and we did take Clint Capella from them, and we sweep them as well. Us in Minnesota. Hey, Minnesota. Alexi Simon, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Karl Anthony Towns. I don't foresee this being a problem. Okay, they won 2 games, but we do end up going back-to-back, and D'Lo wins back-to-back finals MVPs. So I had a ton of fun with this rebuild. Hopefully you Raptors fans are fine with it. I know I traded a couple hometown heroes for you, a couple favorites, but kind of had to happen, and I do apologize about it. But if you guys enjoyed and can leave a like down below, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter. Links in the description, as always. It's where you guys can kind of stay up to date with what's going on with me and what's going on with the channel. So, any other video ideas, leave them down below. If you guys could upvote the comments that you want to see, just so I know what you guys want to see next, that would be absolutely awesome for me. But other than that, I believe this is now back-to-back days I've uploaded, and we're going to try to keep going for as long as we can. So I do appreciate all you guys' love and all you guys' support, all of you guys that DM me on Twitter all the time. I seriously do appreciate it. So that about does it for me. I do love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.